The private credit market in APAC is becoming a really exciting opportunity for investors.
As a region, APAC comprises around 60% of the global population. This offers solid potential for growth. APAC is also a highly diverse region, made up of both developed and emerging economies.
But given that banks have continued to dominate the APAC lending market, APAC private credit makes up less than 10% of the global private credit market today.
However, this is gradually changing, and as we saw in North America and then Europe, banks are retreating. In so doing, they are opening up a significant financing gap for private lenders to fill.
At the same time, we have seen a significant increase in focus by global private equity firms, which are raising dedicated capital to invest in APAC private credit.
For investors, there are a range of opportunities in the region with different risk-return profiles. For private credit investors at the more conservative end of the spectrum, we believe developed APAC is worth considering for a number of reasons.
For one, it offers similar characteristics to North America and Europe private credit, with exposure to quality borrowers, but with geographical diversification and exposure to fast-growing economies. In particular, the Bearings team structures senior secured loans, usually with covenants, to resilient, high-quality private equity-backed businesses.
Secondly, these businesses have an average EBITDA of 50 million, and they are market-leading companies, in many cases the number one or number two player in their sector. Finally, the rule of law in developed APAC is comparable to, if not more lender-friendly than the markets of North America and Europe.
Bearings is one of the pioneers in private credit. Our global private finance team has been investing in the private credit market for over 30 years and has close to $50 billion in commitments today. We started senior lending in Asia Pacific in 2011, and since then we have deployed over $3.5 billion across the developed economies of Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and Hong Kong.
Our APAC private credit business benefits from Bearings' global scale and on-the-ground presence, which allows us to seek good relative value in each of the markets into which we invest. Thanks to our size, we are also able to offer the critical combination of significant investment holes and speed and certainty of execution. Our APAC private credit team shares the same philosophy and approach to direct lending as our global platform. We look to invest in relatively defensive companies, which we believe can perform through the cycle. We also prioritize downside protection by focusing on defensive sectors and structuring loans with discipline.
Over the last decade or so, and over more than 100 deals later, we've built a strong reputation within the private equity community and a solid track record. And together, with our experience, global scale, and disciplined approach, we have become one of the most active lenders in APAC today.